Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop Amazon, and when you do, go to MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon or click the Amazon link on our website. It's the best way to shop and the best way to support this program. Now, on with the show.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Sorry, just checking social media.
Oh, checking social media.
Nice.
Got to stay on top of it, Oscar.
Okay. The Bill O'Reilly interview caused a little controversy among some of our listeners. There were people that were angry. Shocker. Welcome to the United States.
He's a hot button topic, Mike.
Yes. Yes, I understand this. I always fancy myself as playing for the left side of the aisle, and and my peeps from that arena not happy about the Bill O'Reilly interview. Not one little bit.
It's like they were mad at you for trying.
Well, I mean, I
don't think they were universally against you.
No, there were some wonderful, kind comments about people, and there were people that said nice things that don't like Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Right, that was fine. But then there were people that really just I think they wanted me to do this. Okay, I think they wanted me to yell at him and scream at him and shout at him. And, and the fact is that here's my thought process. If I can give you my thought process.
Please
do.
My thought process was, as far as Bill O'Reilly and the sexual harassment allegations, asked and answered. And I knew how he was handling it, and I knew he wasn't going to go into deep detail about that. He denies it. He said it's politically motivated. He said it on probably 50 interviews before he got to our podcast, okay? So I knew I wasn't going to get something out of that. But what I wanted to get from him was a sense of what he was going through.
Right.
And then when we got into the whole discussion about divided America, which I believe the Fox network contributes to, like a lot of networks contribute to, then we sparred a little bit, but it was nothing over the top. And what I wasn't going to do was scream at him, because I wanted to keep him on the show. And that's really the long and short of it. I thought it was an interesting discussion with a man who has fallen from grace. And as I said before on the show yesterday, he didn't give us any rules. So, the fact is I could ask him about that.
Two
stuff.
Adults.
And that was cool. And I thought, I did respect that. Because, he's coming into every arena and he doesn't have, it's like, I'll handle it. I can handle anything they throw at me.
When
so
I listened
cool.
to it back, and what my thought was this, is that it was almost like having John Madden on the old show. We got Bill O'Reilly. That's Bill O'Reilly on television. He's a disc jockey. He's a character, and he brought his character to us and shared it for 15 minutes.
The very first thing I read, and I have to share this.
Please.
Okay?
Yeah.
From Luke DeRocher, the very first post about the O'Reilly interview. Just finished the Bill O'Reilly interview. Mike O'Mara, was that your interview or Oscar's? You could have hit... what's going on, guys?
I'm telling Pony so I can see you. I can't see you very well. I'm
Moving
going to
the
move his mic booth.
I know, and he's in show mode, which is...
No, he's fine. Go ahead. You were saying.
Yes.
Just finished the Bill O'Reilly interview. Mike O'Mara, was that your interview or Oscar's? You could have hit him a number of times on a number of points, and you backed off. Yeah, you wanted to fight, Luke. You wanted me to scream at him because that's your political point of view. I understand that. I respect that. I think a harder-hitting interview may have made for a few more waves that may have helped download numbers.
Waves?
Okay, so there he is for, telling me right away. He goes from just making it, wanted a harder hitting interview. I understand that. Then he gets into my download numbers, which he thinks is personal, and that's
he's trying to sound like he knows what he's talking about.
Just my opinion. I know others will disagree, but as this last weekend has reminded us, we are all entitled to our 2 cents. Keep it up with big-time guests, but don't get happy. So I understand people get frustrated with that, but I wanted to keep him on the line, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't a pissing contest, because that is not what that's what he probably expects from a lot of people, and he gets from a lot of people. And the other thing is, I like having guests on the show, and I don't want to have a screaming match where, I know Bill O'Reilly's politics. He doesn't necessarily know mine, but I thought I got my 2 cents in. Mm-hmm. I disagree with him on a number of points, and I think I asked him some very introspective questions, and I stand by the interview. You were going to say something, Oscar.
The only wave we care about is 97.1, The Wave.
The Wave.
All right?
Wave.
That's number one. That's
your
number
beach
one.
Station, yes.
Your beach station.
No, I mean, is there anything unknown about Bill O'Reilly?
No,
is there
Mike,
anything,
This is the reason why
I think
hate...
it was unknown that he played football.
No, that people hate Facebook now. You get on Facebook, it's all this bitching. How about you celebrate things?
Our fan page has degenerated into, and it is absolutely the land of just what turns people on. There would no more. If I got on and said, if I posted this and said, Rob's kids look great,
yeah,
and what a great picture that was, there are going to be 3 comments, and there are going to be 4 likes.
Yep.
If I get on and say, what's wrong with Rob's kids, there will be 350 likes and 400 comments.
Yep.
It's really, I think we have to come to a point where, look, I have tried on my social media, I truly have tried this, to post things that I find a lot of people might be like-minded. Like if I'm watching a sporting event and I want to comment on it, and I think there are a lot of DC folks watching, or there are a lot of New York Giants fans out there. I love posting something mellow and saying unrewarding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or I'll say something that I feel, where I want to get my 2 cents that I think would be boring for the show. I want to get my 2 cents about the NFL players taking a knee. I like to do it that way. But this incredible negativity and listen, the guys that go for the jugular right away, like don't waste any time.
Right.
I find you're the worst kind of coward. It is the easiest place to be a tough guy, and you'd back down like the candy ass you are if it was one-on-one. It is I'll tell you, I love it and I hate it. I love the fact that you can reach out to so many people simultaneously, but I hate the laziness of it. Every fat lard-ass dullard in America sits there with his fat sausages and has something to say. You know what I mean?
Because it's easy.
So
it's easy.
Lazy. And it is so frustrating. It really is.
And this is including everybody in the room here, by the way.
Everybody, I am as guilty as the next person.
We all got the sausages.
I'm being a total hypocrite talking about it, but the fact is it drives me nuts where, I have been criticized by some people in this room that we gave too much power to the Mike O'Mara Show fan page on Facebook. And I'm here to tell you I totally agree with that. But I'm addicted to it.
Yeah.
I go to it all the time, and I post things on it, and I share quite often. If we're going to have a show post, we go to our show page, we go to our personal pages.
The group is rooted in its roots.
It's rooted in love.
In love.
And
it is rooted in love.
A solid foundation.
Right.
And you remember, we had a situation years ago where the High Sparrow tried to take over. It was almost like a coup.
Yeah, it was a coup.
And they pushed back, just like Cersei did in Game of Thrones.
And now refresh my memory on the pushback. What was going on?
The High Scepter, High Sparrow, depends on
the High Sparrow, what did he do?
Do you remember when he
started slashing posts left and right?
Yeah, because it was almost like a dictatorship.
Oh, because the true venom that was on there and all that.
Yeah.
Well, there's a guy yesterday that's in a thread. I don't know I think it was about the O'Reilly interview, and it was he starts calling people the C word.
C.
That's not
men
okay.
and women.
Carlos.
And I don't know. I'm not sure who he was, but he started doing that, and they took that down.
That's a horrible
they
word.
Took down. But it's just it was, to me, it was something where I just sometimes, when I will look at something that's really, really cool, like for example, we'll announce something about New Orleans and something goes down like that, and then you just see, okay. And then something we really need to get people behind and do that. And then but if it's like, did you see what happened? Negative, and people just get
that's what they love.
It's so.
Is that Oscar's wedding fridge?
Yeah, exactly.
It was like Fridgegate.
Yeah,
You think that fits in my house? It's wider than my house.
that is bigger. It's bigger than your house.
The wedding fridge
this
is
this
in the
let me make
hallway
sure
of
this
my
is on
home.
the fan page. Let me
Thank
see.
you, by the way.
Yeah, this is the fan
Wishes
page. Let me
do
read
Do
it.
you think,
Here,
Mike?
I think
is
this
it a
might be the
reflection-
author.
Is it a reflection of our national malaise right now?
My back
It's certainly
is hurting.
it's certainly
I haven't
gotten
worked out
worse.
forever.
It's
I
gotten
agree.
worse. This is the guy. I think this is the guy. I don't want to, but his name is Dave, and he says, "I'm apparently about to be kicked out of this fan club." Yeah, here it is. I'm apparently about to be kicked out of this fan club for using
Don't
the
do it,
C word.
STM.
No, leave him in.
But before I go, I just have to ask, what about my post earned me the right to be put on blast by some of you? Right there, dude.
Well,
you
if you
know what it
post
is.
something,
you're
you're
getting
going-
off on it.
You're gonna.
What are you trying to do?
You don't post because you don't want people to see and comment.
I said I hadn't listened, don't
trolling.
like O'Reilly, and may likely skip today's show. I didn't say I was quitting or they shouldn't have booked. I just read another post saying Mike kind of rolled over for Bill and was seeing if others thought so. Yeah, because you're a dickhead. Dave McIntosh, because you're a douchebag.
Mac's father.
And you're a cowardly douchebag, too. You know, really. The fact is, these are the things that I would love people to have a nice discussion about. Was the interview hard enough? Was the interview not hard enough? I'd like it to be reasonable. You called somebody the C word.
Yeah.
Horrible word.
Within like 3 different posts. So he says, so if I'm booted for being on blast for asking some questions in a statement, O'Reilly, so be it. Okay, Mr. Bravery. Oh, aren't you? You're such a no. Put on your nerd suit of armor. Go jerk off at the Renaissance Festival, okay? God almighty.
He said
Honest to God.
Renfest.
No, but this guy, he called somebody a C word, and then he's like, well, I'm about to be bashed. I don't get it. It's just this absolute typhoon of negative energy that sometimes weighs me down. It sometimes wears my ass out because I completely cop to the fact that when we get a big get, it's really, I'm very curious to hear people's takes on
The
it.
response. Yeah.
And first of all, if you don't think, you have to have self-awareness. If you don't think that I was strong enough, I fully know that I wasn't going into that interview to have a fight with Bill O'Reilly. I wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
I wanted to finesse the interview so that I could maybe get a little out of him. Some said I did, some said I did. But no, that it was by design. It's not that I went, oh, Bill O'Reilly. I could have gotten Bill O'Reilly to hang up on me in 5
Could have
minutes.
done dueling O'Reillys.
Yeah.
I could have done dueling O'Reillys and not taking it seriously at all. But the thing is, when it's just like, I don't expect people to get on there and call somebody else because they might disagree with you a C word and then go on and do this self-serving post about how, I'm so put upon.
That's the nuclear option.
All I was doing with this. And it's so negative. It's just everything about it is negative. And it makes me sad. That's all I wanted to say. It makes me sad and it makes me a little angry. I think I've demonstrated that. But then, after this guy brings all this crap on himself and then he gets on going, I'm about to be kicked out. Poor me. I never did this. I never did.
Why
Well, you
was I
did.
put on blast?
We have a
It's the
high
way-
tolerance for BS.
Yeah.
Sir.
Would it be safe to say that most posts on social media, if you spoke the way a guy like Dave McIntosh speaks and you were in a bar with mixed company, you get somebody break your nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody would give you, you'd be talking to your teeth in about 15 minutes. But you're a big man when you don't have anybody that can reach it. That's the thing about
And
the
besides,
accountability.
no one would want to hang out with that guy Dave at a bar.
But no, that's not. But the thing about what's frustrating to me about it is, at least with Facebook, you have some level of accountability because you have to put your name up there. But at the same time, you have your name out, but you're not going to have to. If I added up the stuff that I've read, that is just. We have become so uncivil to each other because of this cowardly medium.
The distance.
And
You
it's
have
done
to
it.
transition to Instagram. Really, it's the world of cute puppies and big asses.
Yeah, all that.
And I'm not even into big asses.
Yeah,
but I look at them.
They click like. They just
certainly
click
intrigue
like.
me.
Yeah.
Rob Spiewak could speak to the addictive power of the Book of Faces.
Yes,
wouldn't you? I mean, you would say that it's it's kind of a comfortable shoe. It really is a comfortable shoe.
It is, but you know what? I can't do what Dave does because I'm truly accountable. Because I'm
You're a
accessible
father.
You're
a media member.
Speaking of Dave McIntosh, Dave, I've got the comfortable shoe right here, and we're all going to pass it around. And we're going to put a drink in it for you.
How nice.
There's mine.
Oh,
right, there we go.
God.
Now drink it, Dave. There you go. Drink out of our shoe, you hump. That's it. Yeah. But
that's not like champagne out of a glass slipper.
Right. But you know what? I think you'll find on this show, like all the other shows, my first directive is stay positive. We'll be right back, everybody.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
So we moved out from the city to on Long Island. You don't live in Long Island, you live on Long Island. You can live in the city. You tell people ask you, where do you live? You go, we live in the city. You don't live on the city. But if you move out of the city, you're in it now. Now, if you go out, you're going to be on the island. Long Island's not one of those places you can't get in it. There's nothing to get in. You just stay on it. My parents would say, Jerry, we're going to the city today, so get ready. We're going in. We're going to get on the train. We don't get in the train. You get on the train. Even though you see trains, there's nobody on it. You never see anybody on top of a train, but that's how you talk. If you want to live here, this is how you talk. We're going to get on the train. Why do you get on the train? Why? So you can get off it. Get off the train. This is our stop. We got to get in the cab. You don't get on the cab. You were on the train, but you don't get on the cab. You get in the cab. Okay, Jerry, what about Uber? What do you do with Uber? That's the new thing. Do you get in it? No. On it? No. Off it? No. You take it. You take Uber. Because there's no money. It's like free. I don't even know how it works. Do we even pay for that? I think it's just a free thing. Comes with the phone. Anytime it's just a little cartoon cars. Whatever you want. How'd you get here? We took an Uber. It's like M&M's in a bowl. You just take them. Just take whatever you want.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his office chair, here's Mike.
Live from the Pfeiffer Studios at our nation's capital, this is the Mike O'Mara Show. The Mike O'Mara Show, a worldwide podcast and radio show with loyal listeners who get it. If you're here, you are in the know. We are on air, on demand, and heard 24/7 on the new TMOS app. Update it now and get our show all day, every day. You can reach us at 888-920-MORE. That's 888-920-6673. The Mike O'Mara Show is on now and brought to you by Sleep Number.
Yay.
You've heard me talk about my Sleep Number bed and how well I sleep. I've been doing that for years, and I do love it. Probably one of my favorite products that I've ever purchased in my life. Now, the folks at Sleep Number have introduced the most amazing bed ever. It's the new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. I want one. I want one. It's designed to maximize your best possible sleep. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed lets you choose your ideal firmness and support on each side of the bed, just like the one I have now. That's your Sleep Number setting. But with new responsive air technology, this bed senses your every move and automatically adjusts to you so you stay sleeping comfortably throughout the night. It actually is that smart.
Yeah. Smart.
I'm smart.
Fredo the bed.
Did you know many of us fall asleep faster if our feet are gently warmed? Did you know that? Anyway, the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed, it does that. Remember, Sleep Number beds cost about the same as traditional mattresses and last twice as long. And best of all, 91% of owners recommend them. My Sleep Number setting is an 85. Carla's is a 65. And last night, my Sleep IQ score was a 90, and I feel great, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful.
Were you giving me the thumbs up there?
I was.
Yeah, I was just wondering. It's time to You Met the Bed that does it all. Only at a Sleep Number store. Come in now and enjoy introductory introductory savings of $200 to $400 on the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. Plus, ask about 48-month financing. There are more than 550 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Call 800-511-0061 or visit sleepnumber.com to find the store near you, and be absolutely sure to tell them that Mike O'Mara sent you.
Please do that.
Yeah, so anyway, I vent a little bit when I do that, because that was the first, that Luke guy was the very first thing I read, and I read it. Everybody knows that. The guys that are in the know, that are savvy, they know I read that. They actually read it to me, and I want to thank, because I got so hung up with the negative like so many people do, I do want to thank all the people that had so many nice things to say. Our friend Todd Moore was nice, and he had some nice things to say. And by the way, Todd Moore, who I think has one political viewpoint, we disagree on a lot of stuff, there were people from both sides that were saying nice things about the interview, and I'll tell you, it was fun. It was a lot of fun to have Bill O'Reilly on the show, and I'm glad that we do that periodically. It gets our show attention.
I would rather people talk about it than not talk about it.
There you
absolutely,
go. Sure.
Right?
Absolutely. But and to be honest with you, my rant and my rave was because the very first one that I read was that. You know what? I have to say this before we get to the mailbag here.
Yeah.
It really did serve to open my eyes. I think one of the, and this kind of, I don't want to call it an epiphany, but it was a moment of clarity where I perceived that, I kind of get it, that you roll along with only really paying attention to people that agree with you. And then when you see a differing viewpoint, you poo-poo it and you just move on. What happened to me is that I know how I feel politically, and I got attacked, not really attacked, but I got panned by a lot of people that I agree with politically, and it kind of informed me that you can feel that pain from people on your own team. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
And I really wasn't clear on it until then when I said, this is why we are all beating each other's brains out.
It's not all or nothing.
And you know what? And when it is something negative that comes at you from such an unexpected place,
right?
It's weird. It's not something that you're.
You know what it is, to be fair to everybody, and I appreciate everybody's opinion. You know me more than anybody. I don't block people. People say the most horrific things about me online, and I either mute you now because that's available on Twitter, but I don't block you, right?
Okay.
I would say this. It's lazy to automatically see a name and see someone you trust, like a brand like the Mike O'Mara Show, and say, forget about it.
Right.
Yeah. It's lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And it's knee-jerk. It's knee-jerk. It's reacting really before thinking, which I would always say the one thing I don't have any faith in is someone who will comment about something on the show when they haven't listened to it. That to me
not
is
fair.
When I
it's
have
like when
no
LeVar Burton was on, right? Mm-hmm. People are like, I hate reading. I'm not listening to that.
That's right. And that's
I don't
90% of our
Screw
listeners.
You.
That's right.
Readers.
Hate
but
books.
Here's a good thing. Let me change the subject, because this is not Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday!
Because it's all about you.
Bring on
All
birthdays!
about you on Tuesday, yes.
I love it.
Yes, all about you, people.
All about you.
Lazy.
Love us or hate us.
After all that,
Anonymity.
we're going straight to them again.
Yeah, right back to them. But this is not social media. This is sending us your requests.
Yes.
And your birthdays to our show.
Via
because you
telegraph.
love the show.
This is by and large supportive.
Should I share the editor's note that you wrote on
Please,
the
I wish
mailbag
you
today?
would. I wish you would.
Here's an editor's note. Welcome to the brand new Tuesday mailbag. Turn it up, because I think you're going to like what you hear. Hey, Rob, any gifts, you dim-witted fathead?
Absolutely, Mike.
Whoa.
We got a
He wrote
postcard.
that, by the way. He wrote
I love
that.
doing it. This is a postcard from Yankee Stadium. And it reads, Mike, thinking of you at Yanks O's, I'd love to take you to a game sometime, but I'm not sure I can deliver a full Marcus Serta production. See you in the playoffs. Chris Pontani. Anyway, so thank you for sending that, Chris.
Hey, Chris, congratulations to Aaron Judge for hitting his 50th home run yesterday.
Wow.
And, that's a new rookie
It is.
record. Maybe. I'm not sure.
It is. As a matter of fact,
he's a Yankee. Aaron Judge, big guy, big boy. Scary to see him at the plate. And the Red Sox might be head-to-head with him again this year.
When Oscar requested boutique beverages for our refrigerator, Merle Rogers sent us 2 cases of Honest Tea.
The sure thing.
So thank you.
Would that every listener had the enthusiasm of Merle.
Oh, my
Am I
God.
right about
Here.
that?
Yes.
Moving right along, we have a new youngest listener.
To my world.
Welcome to our world, a lovely baby girl named Finley Gray Mitchell. Born on the 22nd of September, she has a healthy head of hair, brown eyes, and the complexion of an old boxing glove.
Oh my God.
Wow. That's that we are hoping she will eventually grow
You're
out
fighting
of.
tomato cans, Rob.
Oh, God. Fingers crossed. Well, mine too, then. Good luck. Mom and baby are doing great, little boxing glove. Anyway, also a warm welcome to Ren Marie Southern Tate, who was overly punctual and dropped 6 days early. Mom and baby are doing fine. Is that a 1, 2, 3? It's hyphenated, so it's actually a 3-name person with a hyphenated
but I'm
last
going to
name.
give it 4 names, and that's not
That's
acceptable.
a 4-name baby.
Always round up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to be an adult, go through a few marriages, keep that maiden name, but geez, that's a 4-name baby.
Baby.
6 days early, but I'm glad the baby's doing well.
Doesn't look like a boxing glove.
Since no one I know gets it, happy 50th birthday to me this Friday. Thanks for the funny, Dan White, Spokane, Washington.
I think
Thank
this
you,
was
Dan.
a funny letter because when Dan White wrote it, he included a pronouncer for white.
That's funny. That's funny. Moving right along, I have to submit my own birthday request for the mailbag as I bid adieu to my douchebag 30s, and I welcome my F-it 40s with open arms. No cunning mimicry request, but I would love a Mel Gibson hooray to toast with. Can't wait to see you guys in NOLA. Lots of love, Linda Herr.
Do we need to spin for that?
No.
All right, Mel.
Yeah, you can just go ahead
There
and
you go.
throw it right in there. Lay it right in there, Rob.
There it is.
Moving right along, Jasmine Schofield writes, I wanted to ask for a birthday shout-out from my dad. He and I have been listening for over 10 years, back to the days of AM radio. Ever since you guys started the podcast and the birthday shout-outs, my dad's dream has been to have his birthday shouted. Sadly, up until now, I have been a crap daughter and never took the time to make this happen for him. Oops. So, if you can please wish my dad, Rick Schofield, Rick Schofield, I am your father.
Great.
Happy birthday, Rick Schofield. I think he'd love for Arch Campbell to talk up whatever record you choose. If not, let him know that he's my best friend and I love him to death. So it's Rick Schofield. Let me look at my music here. What do I have?
In your
That's
library?
when a daughter writes in, for some reason, it means a little more than when a son writes in.
You
A
think?
son should write in because he might be into the show.
Sure.
Fathers
Right?
love their daughters. I had a lovely conversation with my my middle daughter, my middle child, my youngest daughter, Elizabeth, last night. So let's see here. Oh, I don't know. What are you guys in the mood for? You in the mood for rock? You in the mood for funk?
Oh, my God.
I'd like some up-tempo pop music from the 70s.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Rob Spiewak. Let's see if we can do that for you. Let's bring it on,
That was
everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Arch Campbell. Hey,
Arch.
Oh, my God. What a fun day this is. Hey, Rick Schofield, have a happy birthday.
Well done.
There it is.
Nice.
That's for Rick. That's for.
I was like, he's not going to hit it. He's not going to hit it. He hit it.
It's a tough talk up.
I mean, it's right there.
But you also did both ways that Arch talks.
I know. Again, Arch can be very, very, very addictive.
Oh,
you know,
he
it
can.
really. Let me see if.
Do you like now that I'm ending a lot of my texts with you with "Thank you, Arch"?
Thank you, Arch. Yes, it's kind of become our. It's kind of become our little nickname. You know.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my God! I've resurrected. What a. I don't know about the movies if you're going to go out there and see them. It's just Arch Campbell, Tony Perkins, Gary Stein. Two lovely men. Oh. Okay. Thank you very much. All right, that was
hit the
speaking
post.
Speaking of talking up records, Tyler from Wichita writes, I was wondering if you guys could do a live DJ session at the live show in New Orleans. Ooh.
This is a great idea.
This is a really bad idea.
I like the first half. Let me read the rest of it. But instead of talking up records, would you be able to talk up the live band as they play different songs? No, that's not going to work. That won't work.
Oh,
I've done
come on.
it. I've done it. It's that's too. You're putting too much on the live band.
All right,
You're
all
really
right.
expecting that. But I think having a DJ off and maybe grabbing people from the audience to do the talk ups.
Ooh, I'd love that.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
So make the thanks for the content.
Sketch
We'll do that.
and sketch of
We'll do a live DJ talk up session.
Come
and
on
we'll
up
do
here,
like
Marcus. Let's see what you can do.
We'll do 50 records, and then we'll take people out of the crowd, and we'll just throw random records.
50 may be too much.
No, I don't know. I think 70 might be better.
I think 100. I think I could do it all night. Like, give me the right amount of booze. I just sit there and go,
I'm not
"Hey,
saying
how you doing, baby?"
you can't.
Right.
You know what happens when we involve the audience.
Yeah, well, you know what? We will hone it. We will refine.
Yes.
I like the germ of the idea. I think that could
Absolutely.
be very special. I think it could be very special.
Do you like it, Arch?
I think it's fantastic. Now I got to do another one. You know?
no.
Oh my gosh, Camel, fantastic
This is a hit.
day. Hope you're having a good one too. How about those hurricanes? Yeah, they're amazingly nasty. That's right. We had a big one down here in Florida. It was really, really tough. I don't care. Who cares about downed trees, 4 feet of water in people's living rooms? Oh my God. Gee, I hope everybody's insured. Best of luck to all of you.
I got a feeling.
All right, thank you.
Can I just a quick sidebar?
Yes.
When you see what's going on in Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
Yes.
is it hard to cry a cat too for you?
It is.
Because you've been through it. None of us have been through it.
Right.
You know what? I could probably do a segment talking about post-Irma reactions from
Yes.
people, and I haven't gotten my head around it yet. I want to do a segment where we talk about
Yes.
it. Because I'm talking to a lot of neighbors, and you see neighbors on many, many different levels down here.
Oh.
Within my community, you've got people that
Good and bad.
are
Yeah.
not necessarily a total loss, but an amazing loss of property.
A life-changing-
based on floodwaters
life-changing
that came
amount,
into
right?
their homes.
Yeah.
And then you see the people that are like the lady that was complaining about 2 tiles missing from her roof and the fact that the roofing company would not get back to her. And I look, everybody's dealing with their own trip,
Sure.
and I didn't want to look at her and go, "Are you out of your mind? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That you're dealing with roofing companies right now? Do you know what they're doing? You know,
They're actually
trying to
putting roofs
They're trying to
on.
make
Yeah.
people whole right now.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just it's so many different levels. But you're absolutely right, Oscar. Overall, down here in the area that we're in, outside of it'd be tough to make the case for people, my friends down in Bonita Springs, that have
Oh.
5 feet of water in their living rooms,
Or Key West.
Yeah.
or Key West. But you look at Puerto Rico, and I pray that either private enterprise or our federal government can get those people the stuff they need. There's desperation
Someone needs
down
to
there right
step
now.
in. Somebody or something needs
And it's
to
not
step
top of mind when you've got, hey, did he take a knee? Did he stand? Did they stay in the locker room? We're Americans. Duh. You know, why are we talking about that when you have people that are very, very near and dear to the United States of America? Tremendous Puerto Rican American community here. I hope we can help Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what, Oscar? You're tasked with that for tomorrow. Let's get some websites
I'll
that
get the
we
info.
can link,
Thank
and
you.
we'll
I'm
make
in.
an announcement about that tomorrow to help the people down there. But anyway, moving right along, I lost my place.
From the desk of.
Tyler. Yeah, instead of talking up records, would you be able to talk up the live band? Well, I think it'd be better just to do a record talk-up segment
Sure.
in NOLA.
Yes.
From the desk of David Burns, I just wanted to drop you a line and tell you about my recent experience with Pony Boy Matt Bloom.
Ooh, do you want to play sexy music?
Well, he's got his music, I think, somewhere. Let
The
me
help
see
desk.
if I've got it.
The helpline.
Well, he's got several. Pony's got several different music cues. I'll play this one.
Thank you.
As a bonus show subscriber, since day one, I even bought the original Raw shows back in the day. I've never had an issue with accessing your paid content until this week. I emailed Pony, and he fixed my problem promptly and on a Sunday, no less. Yeah! I wanted to thank Pony for his help and to let you guys know you have an awesome employee. Long live TMOS. Well, isn't
Very
that
kind.
lovely?
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
It's
What
hard.
would you-
It's hard to be busy on a Sunday when you're wiping down your porcelain dough.
That's right. He said, I'm going to take a break from sexting
There you go.
and help out David Burns.
Pony, keep up the good work. Good customer service. Very wonderful.
Is it-
Yes.
do you feel bad that Anthony Weiner got caught?
Oh, I mean, it happens. You know, it's a risk you take.
He's the news you may not need today, Rob Spiewak. Yes, sir. Moving right along, and I'm not going to say moving right along again. I'm just going to go along.
Okay.
Young Jacob Preisner turned 6 this Thursday. Hi, Jacob!
Yay, Jacob!
Woo! Jacob! He told me that he wants to be a DJ when he grows up. A
Don't
DJ?
do it.
No! Can you please give him some DJing advice? Oh boy. Yeah, run.
Yeah, other way, right?
Run away. Matt, that's from Matt Preister, by the way. No, if you want to do that, it's a different world now than it used to be, and I think the pendulum will swing back. But follow your heart. No,
I got something.
Not going to swing the other way. My advice to him is don't eat the unattended donuts.
You never know where those hands have been.
That's right.
Yeah. Oscar?
She can get pregnant.
Okay, thank you. But 6 years old, for God's sake.
You're such a jerk.
Dear TMOS, today.
You know what? I've never played this, but he's earned it now.
Oscar is a douchebag.
Oh, I like that.
Dear TMOS, today is my wife Dilcia's birthday. She recently started working at a deli. Oh, Dilcia the deli lady. And the first time she was tasked with offering samples was the same day Rob played the audio clip of Sonny saying "yummy, yummy, yummy"
How
from
nice.
Costco.
Yeah,
the lady
exactly.
from Costco.
She talks like this, Mike.
Rob recorded it. That's one of your great moments.
I haven't seen her lately. Maybe she's over at BJ's.
She jumped ship.
Yeah, better program over there. Oh, God. Where are you going to get your panko shrimp? You going to Costco? You going to BJ's?
Rob, when I listen to this, I picture you just clandestinely recording her
in the
which
biggest
is the
trench
best part
coat you could ever buy.
Actually, if you wanted, the best recording was I had an external mic on the phone, put the phone on a piece of produce on the cart, and put the cart by her, and then pretended to browse. And just let it roll for
That's
like 10
creepy.
minutes.
This is weird.
Well, I
Sonny from
explained it.
Costco.
I explained
Great for the
Sonny.
show.
I explained Sonny to Mike and to Oscar, and they said it can't possibly be like that.
Craig
And I said,
McDougal,
yeah.
thank you for that letter. Hey, guys, I'd like to ask you to help me wish my wife, Natalia. Hey, what if Natalia? Dilcia, Natalia. Like to wish my wife, Natalia, a slightly belated happy 25th wedding anniversary, September 19th, and a very belated 50th birthday, June 1st. Yeah, I'm adult. Thanks for constantly bringing the funny to this often absurd and unsettled world in which we live. We were talking about it before. We are forever in your debt. While I've got your attention, my wife is a native of the D.C. suburbs, and she would kill to hear her Red Line Metro stop, Rockville, mentioned by Mayor for Life, Marion Barry. Well, it's really not Marion Barry. It's the Metro Man.
Right.
Kind of similar. Many thanks. Joe Del Porto. Natalia Del Porto. They now live in Los Gatos, California.
Doesn't that mean the cats?
Yes.
The cats. Yeah, we're going over the cats. Yeah,
Okay, very good.
I had a neighbor. The cats were neighbors of ours.
And also, cats used to follow you on WAVA.
This is true.
Lou?
Yes. Lou Cats. Double O. All right, let's do the Metro Man for
Do we spin
Natalia.
or do we just do it?
Just go ahead.
Okay, very good.
Here we
Here
go.
we have
Metro
the
Man.
Metro Man. Hold on, we got to get on the train.
All right, come on now. Get on the train.
Just, that's all. Just old Red Line gate is going to downtown Metro, China. This is a Red Line to Rockville. Doors are going to be open on the... Hi, white people. Go down to hockey game. This is a Red Line. Metros. It's a green line going to your death. That's what,
Oh, no!
that's, doors open on the... Ain't that a bitch? That's Natalia, Rockville. That's what-
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning. My youngest daughter, Alana, is turning 8 this Friday. Hi, Alana!
Hi.
Hey, how are you? The Simpsons is her favorite show, and her favorite character is Krusty. When she's mad at me, I can always get her to crack up laughing with my Krusty the Clown impression. And every time I tell her you should hear Mike O'Mara do Krusty, could Alana please get a happy birthday from Krusty? Thank you. We do have to spin for this. Let's
Okay.
see
Let's
what
see how
happens
we do.
here. Let's see what happens. Clown with a cigarette, clown with a cigarette, clown with a cigarette. Here we go. Let's bring in Krusty right now.
How you doing? Where's the little girl? What's her name? Alana? Hey, Alana. I hope you have a fabulous 8th birthday. Listen to your parents. Bye, Alana.
He's a good clown.
Takes a little more out of me every time I do it. Anyway, Baltimore's John Yingling. No relation to the beer fortune, I don't believe.
No, boo.
I would like to wish my daughter a happy birthday. 32 years ago today, while I was stationed in Portugal, Amy Erica Yingling was born. I know how you love 3 names, but thought you should know the reason behind her name. Since she was born in a foreign country, I named her Erica because if you take the Y out of Amy, her name is America.
Amy Erica, if you take the Y out, spells America.
Ah, I like that.
Okay.
That's
Happy
nice.
birthday, Amy. Daddy loves you. That's kind of cool.
I like
I
that.
would also like to wish my wife, Jacqueline, a happy 36th anniversary. I have always said that the key to a long, successful marriage is to find someone who is better looking than you. I'll drink to that. Smarter than you. Drink to that again. Funnier than you. No, I'm funnier than Carla. Sorry. And more even-tempered than you. I am so happy to say that she did. Oh, that she did! Oh, she married somebody better looking. Oh, that was a bait and switch. I thought it was going to be nice. That's Bill O'Reilly. I love you, Jackie. Happy anniversary, and thank you guys. Keep bringing the funny. That's a neat letter. He got
Very
a
nice.
coffee
You know
at the
who would
end
like
there.
that joke is Arch.
Arch would love. He was actually talking about himself. Greetings from Pony's old stomping ground, Virginia Beach.
Ooh.
Well, it's your current stomping ground. You still go down there and stomp, don't you, Pony?
Occasionally.
Yeah. Just don't stomp too hard. You'll break the doll. Anyway, I am writing today as an embarrassed man. My finances... My fiance's. Isn't fiance and finance very close together?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Tell me about
My
it.
fiance, Oscar can relate. My fiance's birthday was last week, and I forgot to send in a birthday greeting for her. I could argue that I have an awful lot of wedding planning on my mind lately. I'm sure Oscar can relate, but excuses are for the birds. For the birds. Am I right, ladies?
Yeah.
So, I'd like to wish my lovely fiance, Daria Hoobchok. That sounds like somebody ought to be in a Bullwinkle cartoon.
Spells America.
My name is Daria Hoobchok.
What happened to Daria? She's in Frostbite Falls.
A happy belated birthday. She's my favorite person, and in less than 1 month, we'll tie the knot. By the way, we passed on getting a hotel shuttle for our wedding and intend to tell all our guests about the TMOS promo code for Lyft.
Lyft!
Hey, that's wonderful. To get them safely and conveniently to and from the venue. Thanks for every podcast you have produced and every podcast yet to come. Fan for life, Joe Noto.
Hey, take me to the Noto Hoopchuck wedding.
Hey, they call him Noto Joe. We have the last page.
We
Here
do.
go. 2 last letters here. Hi, guys, and F you, Pony. Wow.
What?
You get some love and you get some hate.
He hates
As a
the
man of
figure.
This
large
guy's a
carriage.
C.
Okay, a fat guy wrote this. As a
dare
man
you.
of large carriage, I get very interested in the donut talk. I believe that the local grocery store in the crappy town of Susanville, California, makes a donut that would bring tears to Dom DeLuise's eyes. I have no doubt that the donuts from this IGA supermarket would beat the hell out of any donut anywhere. A supermarket donut?
Wow. Well, IGA means it's an independent grocer that is under the IGA umbrella. So it could be an independent store.
Of course.
Thanks, Rob.
Of course.
My question is this. If I sent some donuts by Federal Express to you guys, is there any possibility you would try them? Well, I think you could try. We'd know whether they were in decent shape. You'd have to put them in some sort of, like, Ziploc bag at the very least,
Yeah,
right? So
something
that they
tamper-proof,
would
like
travel.
the FDA
Maybe
has.
Tupperware.
And it's California, so that's still a haul.
You can overnight to California. You want to spend the dollars, we'll eat them.
Yeah.
We'll eat them. Okay, if I were to provide a video footage of me buying them and placing them directly
Like
into
Walter
a Federal
White.
Express package while wearing latex gloves, would you then consider trying them? Well, they said yes. They didn't even. They said yes before the latex gloves.
5
You
seconds.
see,
You had me in
I am-
hello.
You see, I'm a fat, lazy man, and I don't want to go to the trouble if it will be for naught. But say the word, and I will lumber into action at medium speed. Send the donuts.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Yes.
P.S. Oscar, a donut is something you eat. I am providing you with the Wikipedia definition so you know what we're talking about. Here it is. A donut is a type of fried dough. Okay, we get it. All right, we understand the joke.
get it, sir.
Thanks for the laughs, guys. Got to go check my blood sugar before I die. Ben Ramsey. Ben, send it along, please.
Do it.
And finally, hey, guys, once again, I am ready to ask for my own birthday wishes. I can't count on Doug Carlson. My wife doesn't listen to the show. And my youngest son would, I guess Doug Carlson would be a buddy.
Yes, a friend.
My wife doesn't listen to the show, and my youngest son would never think to send in a request for me. So for my 66th, I am going to go for the narcissistic, Since Mike started doing an impression of me this year, I'm going to ask for an impression of me giving myself birthday advice and well wishes for number 66. I'm hoping for 3 walkers on the one-armed comedy bandit. Love you long time, Dirk Vastrick. What is the impression? I don't really. I did it in the heat of passion, so I'm not sure.
I think it is sort of a overly sexualized, intimate voice.
Yeah. And it has a lot to do with financial planning and your demise.
Yes.
I'd like to change the Dirk Vastrick impression.
Okay,
you don't
on the
need
fly?
to spin. You don't need to spin. This the Dirk Vastrick impression will now be the voice of James Mason.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen.
excellent.
So let's
Oscar,
bring
he's
him
an
in
actor.
right now.
Okay.
Hello, boys. This is Dirk Vastrick. I'm celebrating my 66th birthday, waiting for Mike O'Mara to die when I can whisk out to Spokane, Washington, the Pacific Northwest, where we live happily ever after with my wife, my regular wife, my current wife, imprisoned in a dog crate in the basement as I live out my days with the lovely Carla O'Mara. Signed, the lovely Dirk Vastrick.
Wow.
Rob, it's time for a commercial. I shut the door. I should not be here. Hold on. Let me open it again. There we are. Now I'm
Bye,
in here
Dirk.
again, and I have to
Oh,
leave.
you're back.
Yes, I'm Dirk Vastrick.
You know what's
Nice
great,
time.
Mike, is every time Dirk comes by, you bring up the fact that he's married.
Yes, he is. Yes. Fact that I remind myself of every single day. Love you, Dirk. Happy 66. We'll take a break. Come back with more fun on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Throughout history, man has sought the ability to conquer all things. He conquered nature, medicine, his enemies. But one thing always eluded him. Man could not conquer time. Until now. Thanks to the new Mike O'Mara Show app, time has become man's minion. When you listen to TMOS on the new app, traveling back in time is as easy as hitting rewind. Stop time in its very tracks, just by hitting pause. And if you want to travel into the future, where God knows what awaits you, a simple fast forward will get you there, if you dare. Plus, you can stream the show live as it happens thanks to TMOS Live. You can control time as long as you take the time to download the app and make sure you are running the updated version on time. Do it now! The updated TMOS app. Your passport to a great time. In the past, the present, and the future. Plus, TMOS Live. Always on, always there. And thank you for your time.
Speaking of apps, we've got a great one we want to tell you about. It's called Draft.
Oh, yeah.
It's fantasy football. It's weekly fantasy football. Ain't like the other guys. Draft is a great app. You play real live snake drafts with other people, just like a season-long league. And here's how it works. The draft lasts for just 1 week, and there's no management, no salary caps. Just set it and forget it. Once you're done drafting, that's it. You're done. You don't have to sweat it anymore. You don't have to trade. You don't have the waiver wire. Draft will even take care of last-minute injuries for you. Drafts start every couple of minutes, so you can join one right now. Now, and the best part, cold hard cash. Draft starts from $1, so there's a draft for everyone. Come and join us on Draft today. Download the app anytime. Just search Draft in your app store. It's the only word you need to put in there, Draft. Put it in your app store and join a game in minutes, or play right from your computer like I do with playdraft.com. The choice is yours. For a limited time only, all new players get a free entry into a draft when you make your first deposit, but you got to use the promo code TMOS. That's right. Play real money games for free just by using promo code TMOS on your first deposit on Draft. Just search Draft in the App Store or go to playdraft.com and play free with promo code TMOS. And we thank you, everybody. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Thank you for the mailbag. Terrific response from the audience on Tuesday.
They love
Seamless. They do. They like it better.
win.
They
Big
do.
win.
It's awesome. Yes.
Wonderful. We will be doing our
The
mailbag on
grammar
Tuesdays.
is still the same, but
Yes.
they like the placement.
I understand, Bruce. I have to tell you that over the weekend, I like to pop in and see if the boys are up to anything. Rob Spiewak was very, very visible on social media this weekend, putting wonderful, just great pictures of his kids
Had
up
a
there
great
with the wedding. Whose wedding was it that
It
you
was
went
actually,
to this weekend?
to put it in perspective, do you remember my Uncle George? You went to his wife Maria's funeral many years ago. You
Yes,
stopped
I do
by.
remember Uncle George.
George, very special uncle to me because he treated me very well when I was growing up. His oldest son son Mark married Sarah at Belmont Country Club out in Ashburn, and it was an outdoor wedding, beautiful night, great party.
So
great
wedding
to
and
see all the
reception
family.
under the same venue. Huh?
Yes, exactly. Outside
Ooh, that's a
wedding,
good one.
inside reception, and only about 4 miles from my house. So thank you for picking that venue.
That's ultimately that's the most important.
You
but
didn't
you know
go
what's
to
funny?
Zoolander's wedding.
Yeah, he mentioned that, by the way, on Facebook. The funny thing is that up until we got into the car, Carrie and I were operating under the impression that it was at the Marriott in Chantilly. And if we had not glanced at the invitation, we would have gone to the wrong venue.
Well, why didn't you know that until you got into the car?
Because she mentioned to me about a month ago that they were getting married at the Chantilly Marriott, and I said, okay, goodbye me. That's where we'll be, 5 o'clock. And it was just, we never checked, and it was just
the blind
always good to
you
double check.
were looking forward to this one. What were you going to say,
The
Oscar?
blind leading the blind. That's what it is.
Exactly.
You were looking forward to this one. You were excited about it.
Oh, very, very excited. Good wedding.
And,
good
the
people.
pictures really. I have to say this. Your family, and that boy of yours.
He's handsome.
He's going to be a lady killer.
Can we
He truly
ease
is.
up on your objectifying his son, please? It's getting a little creepy.
Yeah.
Pony,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Did you
come
see the
on.
picture? Did you see the picture?
He's a
Shut up,
good-looking
both of you
kid.
pervs.
I said,
But this is like the 10th
perverts.
time you're like, oh, he's really going to like some
Yeah, he's
pie when
gonna
he's
kill
17.
ladies.
I'm a new father of a son. He's a good-looking kid.
I said to Robert, I said, you're getting
and
a lot
Julia's
of
a
love.
good-looking
And her
girl.
hair is back to the right color. Did you notice?
Which is a relief. I saw
Yes.
that as well. But it looked so. They were wonderful family photos, and
And
I was thrilled for
I'm
you.
so happy
Shut
you
up,
did
Oscar.
that. And I said
Dude,
to Robert,
she's really
so
growing up.
gross.
I said,
That is so nasty.
look how tall he is.
That is a wow. Look at him. Oh God, now I'm making myself throw up in my mouth. That's gross.
You know who thinks that Robert is really handsome is Arch Campbell.
Oh, no.
He's going places. Anyway,
But
You
congratulations.
do have a great-looking family.
Congratulations to them. He's got a girlfriend now that I'm not supposed to know about. So let's not talk
Girlfriend?
about it.
Ah.
But mom knows about
Is
it.
he handsy?
I don't know. Maybe she's handsy.
Gross.
behave yourself.
He asked his daughter that.
Yeah.
So
he
you were happy.
does.
It's a
You
joke.
went to the hockey game over the weekend. You sat next to Goat. You had a dream. I was jealous of both you guys.
It was a
looking at your
great weekend.
Weekends that you had as I was down here just dealing with what is it called? Hand, foot, and mouth weekend, where my
this is
son had
breaking
got the
Don't
hand,
you get
foot,
that
and
from,
mouth disease.
You get that from cattle. Hoof
No,
and mouth
that's
disease.
no hoof and
Hooves.
mouth disease. This is adults can get it, but this is a kid's thing in many cases. And he got it, and he had he had a nasty sore throat with these little sores in the back of his throat. And he had all these little bumps on his legs and his elbows. The poor little guy has been
Any
miserable.
popping?
We've been what?
Any popping of the sores?
Oh God, Rob! God, you're gross. Please don't be gross. It's gross enough to be living with this. God Almighty!
You know, really, what I said is not nearly as gross as Oscar talking about you having a thing for my son.
Objectifying your son.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is about as nasty a dark
order.
thought. No, so he's got this thing, and then we're talking to my sister, and I said, he wasn't around other kids, and we said, well, we were in a lot of motels, that's place. But then Kathy said, well, did you eat out a lot? I said, yeah, we ate out tons because we were on the road and we ate in like Cracker Barrel. She said, booster seats and high chairs. And I went, oh my God.
Whoa.
Well, guess who's going to have a new protocol when we go into a place like that? By the way, he's pretty close to making that transition where he's into the booster seat, but he's still, he pops into the high chair. He's still small enough.
So it has nothing to do with farms.
It has everything to do with the butt.
The butt?
With fecal material.
Do you know what I think about when you say that? Then can
what
you
I
even
understand.
imagine
Doing the butt.
when you
Bodily
go,
fluids.
Great
that type
song.
of stuff.
Yeah.
When you go into a public bathroom, like in a restaurant or something, and they've got the fold-down baby changing tray.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Can you imagine?
Well, no, but I will tell you, and as
but babies,
Rob, you've had small children.
I have.
And boy,
one of
what a
them now-
lad he's grown up to be.
Very
Anyway, stop that.
handsome.
The thing is,
Broad-shouldered.
the high chairs are in restaurants are the most neglected thing in a high.
Of
You
course.
get a kid that's just trashes a high chair, and then they just like swab it down and they put it in the
They
corner.
probably don't
You know,
even swab it. They stack
They
it back
hardly-
up.
Yeah, bring me
Carla's
a wooden high
regular
chair
thing.
that's not sticky, please.
But now that is in the purse, disinfectant wipes,
Good.
and we do a full recon.
Does it hurt?
Vegas
Vegas is
throat,
finally
little
catching
Vegas.
up. Finally catching up.
It's like he
Little
just played
Vegas
2
throw.
weeks
Oh,
at
my
the
God.
Sands.
All that dust.
I might be right behind you today. Michael had a little bit of wine last night with dinner.
Oh,
really?
Michael.
Couldn't tell.
Maybe more than I should.
Couldn't tell at all.
No.
Couldn't tell at all.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I'm honest. I'm honest.
should've-
You didn't come in here with like,
But
oh,
I
guys.
should have, because you were overcompensating this morning.
Yeah.
A little
yeah.
bit. When
I
you
was,
cleaned the mic, it was like, hello. I was like,
Good morning.
What's your plan?
I was like, oh, Mike's in a good mood.
Yeah. I logged on with the guys at about 8:30 because they have they establish the connection when they
Yes.
get in there. Something I hate. I used to like it when I could call them. That's when I was completely ready. Now I'll just sit there and I'll hear them talking to each other when I fire up the board. It's like,
These jerks. Dan O'Brien.
I will tell
No,
you
Dan
that
is never here at 8:30.
we don't know how he got it, but he's so uncomfortable. He was so uncomfortable. He's coming out of it today.
Good.
And
What's
it's just-
the incubation period? And
we
then
took him
when
to the
does- how long does
doctor.
it
The
take you?
doctor diagnosed it, and then we said, "What's the school protocol?" I said, does he have a fever?" He said he had one. Does he have one in 24 hours? No. This was like I want to say Friday, and she said, "Well, don't worry about it. If he doesn't have a fever, you can send him to school." But we haven't taken him to school because he looks like a leper.
Yeah.
I don't want to he's going to be the kid that's just
I've
look
learned
at
my alphabet.
Hello there, sanctuary. So he's got one more day. Goes back to school tomorrow.
But he's
Mama's looking
okay?
forward to
Yeah.
that. He's fine. He's
That's
fine.
okay,
But he's
good,
just,
good.
he's been uncomfortable, and it's like the hurricane, and now he's here, and
Yeah.
all that. And by the way, the last thing before I get you out of here,
Yeah.
on social media, you post on Facebook, Vicky Carr. What was the Vicky Carr thread?
Because
Please explain.
I was picking out the music for Rob Radio on the Wave, and about twice a year I'll play the horrible song "It Must Be Him," just because it seems to
By
get
Vicky Carr?
Yeah, it gets a reaction from people, and I really
Right.
hate the song, and so I just wrote "Stupid Vicky Carr" to see if people would react to it, and people did because
Vicky
people
Carr.
hate Vicky Carr. It's a
All right,
Vicky
well-
Carr wreck.
We'll come back and ask you a few more questions about the wedding. We're running super late. We'll
Yes.
be right back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hey, a special announcement for all of my D.C. area listeners. If you're heading down to the beach, make sure to check out the Mike O'Mara Show. We can be heard Monday through Friday on 97.1 The Wave, your beach station.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. I've been brushing my teeth regularly and doing what I thought was a really, really good job. Then I discovered Quip. Let me tell you about Quip. It's a new electric toothbrush. Okay, it's a wonderful electric toothbrush, and you can start brushing better today. Let me tell you what I do with Quip. Quip lets me know when I'm done, and I brush longer and I brush more thoroughly than I ever have. And by the way, I'm off to the dentist today, so I'll let you know how my wonderful day goes. Introducing Quip, the new company that's refreshing the way people brush their teeth. Quip is an electric toothbrush that packs premium vibration and timer features into an ultra slim design. I got back into it when I got back down to the house after the hurricane. It was half the cost of bulkier brushes. It's wonderful. Quip is sleek. It's elegant. Imagine if Apple designed a toothbrush but without the big price tag.
Great.
Quip is backed by leading dentists and was named as one of the magazine's best inventions, Time Magazine's best inventions of 2016. They also won a 2016 GQ Grooming Award. Best of all, Quip starts at just $25, and you can subscribe for new brush heads on a dentist-recommended 3-month plan for just $5. That includes free shipping. Go right now to getquip.com/TMOS to get your first refill pack free with a Quip electric toothbrush. You heard right. Your first refill pack is free at getquip.com/TMOS. That's GETQUIP.com/TMOS. Support TMOS by supporting Quip. It will be love at first brush, and we thank them
The
for their
timer is so great on that. So cool.
So you put the Vicky Carr up as just a joke, or
Yeah,
what? It's
sort
one
of.
of your inside things. Right?
Yeah, and sometimes you put
The
up
mobbers and all
sometimes
that.
I put up something just to see what people react to. It's trolling, but not in a negative way.
Again, sausage thumbs. Sausage thumbs.
Fingers.
Fingers.
Sausage fingers.
But you're
Just up
texting with your
there doing
thumbs.
No, I don't. I post from the desktop.
Oh, sorry.
And people like Zip and Tab and
I use
Ben
my
and
desktop.
Sam, they all
Yeah,
like
Zip
tap into
Affleck, his much faster brother.
that. So that's all it was.
That's all it was. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Did you thank Ralph Rice for the tickets?
Very,
on
very much.
the
And
show?
he really made a fuss over the kids because he provided 4 tickets. So Robert brought 2 friends, another kid named Robert and young Ben. And Ben is also blossoming into quite a young man, Mike. You'd like him.
Stop it. God, that's ridiculous. Come on.
No,
Mike, I'm going to save you briefly. We cannot continue without highlighting the fact that we have a new possible character, Sausage Fingers.
Okay.
Instead of salad fingers,
Sausage
sausage
fingers.
They're
fingers.
enemies.
Are they enemies?
There
Would
are-
sausage
Salad is a
fingers
vegetarian.
Do you have the salad fingers music?
I can grab it in a sec.
Would
yeah.
sausage fingers be a fat version of salad fingers?
Oh,
But
that might be a
entitled
poll.
and opinionated.
Sausage
Entitled
fingers.
and opinionated. And possibly lazy.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
I think
lazy.
we'll make him a bit right wing because that seems to be the most passionate sausage.
So
fingers
salad
would
is
be.
left.
Salad is left wing and sausage is right wing. And says just doesn't do the regular things like a rusty spoon, but actually
I don't have salad
Tongs?
fingers because you've already.
What about like rusty tongs?
It would be
we'll
like
have
a
to-
rusty crock pot.
I'm so disappointed.
Oh, gross!
Let me see if I've got it.
When I see rust on anyone's pots,
Oh, it's bad.
oh
Yeah.
man,
news.
I judge you, and I'm not even a foodie. I hate food.
Or a rusty frying pan.
I don't have that.
For some reason, I think of my grandmother. When I
Okay.
see a rusty frying pan, I'm like, oh, that'll burn off.
Which will burn off.
Well, we don't have the music. It doesn't really work with the music.
Here he comes.
Hello.
Oh!
Please respect the flag.
That's right for the
Sausage
jugular.
fingers.
I'm curious. Would Sausage Fingers take a knee if he thought he could get back up?
Anyway, it was a fabulous weekend for both you
But
guys.
Ralph
and,
did what he did is he grabbed 3 pucks for the kids, and that is
What?
Yeah, it's just amazing the way Ralph.
Ralph!
is such a good guy. Thank you, Rice.
Did you drink heavily at the
want a
wedding?
puck.
Just out of
At
curiosity.
the wedding, I drank a lot. Yes,
Really?
I did.
And did everybody drink a lot?
A
Was your
lot of
dad
people-
there? Did he drink a lot too?
No, my dad wasn't at the wedding, and
Oh.
my mom had to skip it because she had an issue at home. But most of the family drank really well, and there was a great awkward moment with 2 of my cousins, Sammy and I think it was. Who was it? It was Andy and Sammy. And Sammy
Andy and Sammy.
No, it was Sammy and Steven. And Sammy
and
said to
Steven.
Steven,
It's
he
like a
said,
band.
we're waiting in line to get more drinks. And Sammy says, you know what? To Steven, he says, I think of all the cousins, you're the funniest one. And I said, I'm standing right here. And then,
Because you wanted to be the funniest
and then to
one.
make it even worse, he says, but are you a cousin? I said, look at the goddamn family tree. I was the first cousin. Go and re-examine your opinion.
Were they younger than you? Were they younger than you?
Everyone's younger than me.
Ah, you're getting to that age. That's it. And then you.
I was in
they-
vaudeville.
I was a funny guy back in the day. I worked with Ziegfeld.
I watched Happy Days. I knew all the jokes.
I knew George M. Cohan. Come on now. Hey, and then the last thing you wrapped it, we got to break really quick.
Yeah.
But you wrapped it up with you did your traditional parents' night at your daughter's school, right?
There was the worst dick father last night. Oh God! Do you know when we do a conference call with a new client? What's our modus operandi is don't talk. Don't ask questions.
Speak when spoken to.
Exactly, and make it brief and painless.
Don't make it about us.
Well, I haven't gone to a back-to-school night in a couple of years, but this is Julia's new technical school. So I went because I wanted to meet her teacher. Her teacher turned out to be great, and she loves Julia, so it was a very positive thing. But as she's winding up, Julia, who came because there was a misunderstanding, she thought it was more of an open house than a back to school. She was the only student there. And the teacher was actually really cool about it. She says, we're lucky to have one of my students here. Julia, can you say a few words about the class? And Julia,
Wow,
and
that's pretty cool.
And Julia stood up and said, one of the things that we did this week is we wrote a report on the facilities of the graphic design lab. And the thing that was most impressive to Julia was the cost of all the equipment that is in there. And she didn't have any numbers in front of her. And this father, and by the way, anyone who wears a turtleneck, just stay home.
It's not that cold.
I know. It's hot.
What did the
I mean,
dick
it's
dad
technically
do?
warm still here.
He said, in my house, if I want to give my kids an estimate of how much something costs, I put it in terms of Corollas. And I looked and I cocked
Excuse
my head
me?
like Linus.
What, like Adam?
No. He said, well, I said, do you see that printer? That's the cost of 3 new cars. That's like 3 Toyota Corollas over there. And then they understand how much it costs.
Oh,
And
did
then
you look? Is that when you met his eyes and said, "Oh, excuse me, Dad, blow it out your behind"?
what I did is I flipped the table over and jumped at him.
Should have.
Corollas?
Was he a question dad
weird
too?
guy.
Where he, like, asked too
and
many
if
questions?
you wanted to get to the teacher just to say hi after the piece,
No, he'd
no,
be there.
No,
Yeah.
and he was blocking like a defensive line. He was like
Dick Dad.
Yeah, Dick Dad. That's exactly what he was.
That's another character.
Dick Dad.
How many Corollas do you make a year?
I like to tell my joke.
Hey, here comes Dick Dad.
Hey, come
on now. Respect the flag.
That was Dick Dad. We're going to take a break. I'll get that music tomorrow. Anyway, we'll take a break, come back with news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
So exciting. This past episode marked the start of the 7th year of the Rob and Joe Show.
Yeah,
Who's
I
that
gotta
guy?
be honest, I'm kind of getting the 7-year itch. I reached out to Todd Moore to do a show.
I'm going to reach out to Oscar.
Yeah, well, I'm going to reach out
We're
to
reaching
Gary
out to you.
Stone.
Are you coming?
He never worked with you. Unless you bought a T-shirt.
Well, maybe I'll do that. Rob and Joe Show, a new episode every week, robandjoeshow.com, and available on the Mike O'Mara Show
I don't even
app.
want to know.
Get on it!
For
Thank
more
you.
information, visit
Don't
us
even
at
wanna know.
morebroadcasting.com.
Reach out for a gig, huh?
Because I know it's going to be bad news.
Comics
Mike
hate
O'Mara.
themselves, Mike.
Yeah,
Anyway,
self-loathing.
welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Amazon. Shopping Amazon through our website is the hot new trend. All the cool kids are doing it. Cool kids like Lori Sandler Canada. She bought a Venus flytrap and a lawnmower. Zang. Merle Rogers, again?
Can't help it,
She's
man.
a sure thing.
Yes, you can. Merle Rogers bought her goose from Top Gun Halloween costume. Sexy time. Daniel Philip Friedman purchased a paper towel holder. Look out. And Craig McDougal bought escargot because the great taste of snails comes in a can. Because the great taste of snails comes in a can.
They've got everything.
He bought canned snails.
Yeah, send me a picture of it. They look delicious.
ShoppingAmazon.com through our portal changes nothing for you, but it means the world to this show. Do your shopping at Amazon, and please access it via TMOS. Use the app or go through our website. Now go spend money. I'm sorry, I can't get by snails.
News.
Snail. Boo.
Come in a can. Who was the guy that used to call bowling?
Bowling?
Yeah, and he would say, the great taste of a beer comes in a bottle.
Chris Schenkel.
That's him.
The great taste of snails. It comes in a can. All right, moving right along. I've said that a lot today. Well, your daughters will be a little safer for the next couple of years. Anthony Weiner was Frankie, shut up! Thank you.
You know what that dog needs is a can of snails.
Anthony Weiner was sentenced yesterday to 21 months in prison for sexting with a 15-year-old girl. Good.
Yeah.
That's what I said when I heard that news. Good.
Yeah.
He cried. Sadly, there's no video. He'll be serving starting in November. He was also fined $10,000. Will have to register as a sex offender when he gets out. I have no sympathy for
Should've
this
been
guy.
longer.
This guy
Yeah.
had his chance, blew it, and I
bet you $10,000.
He wrecked so many lives. He really
I bet
did.
you $10,000 he runs for office again, too.
Well,
If he
he's
gets
got
out.
that kind of brass. Weiner was hoping to avoid prison time, obviously. He told the judge, quote, "I have a sickness, but I do not have an excuse." He added that he's been, quote, "a very
what?
sick man for a long time." His words are hollow. He's done
Yeah,
this
of
before,
course.
so that's it. And he's been going to therapy twice a week and meetings every day in order to keep his sex addiction under control. I just, the brass of the guy, I don't know. There's something about him.
He's
that,
been doing his
rubs me.
therapy via text.
What a
I like
creep.
to think of myself as a forgiving person, but that frustrates me when
I'm with
hear
you.
about that guy. Moving right along, I've said that again, there's still no official word on Kylie Jenner's supposed pregnancy, and apparently there's not going to be. On Live with Kelly and Ryan yesterday, Ryan Seacrest got a message from Kris Jenner right on the air. What, like a text? Did she send him a text? This is where
SMS messaging. Ooh.
Yeah, Ryan. Oh, Ryan got a. Kris Jenner's got Ryan's the.
Well,
message
he's
and sends him a
the
text.
executive producer's production company of the Kardashians.
That's true.
Oh, that's even
He's
more.
getting
See, that's
paid
even
all
slimier.
day long.
Disc jockey.
So he got a message during the show from Kris Jenner,
Yeah.
and the
Text
message
me during
quote,
sweeps.
Kylie is not confirming anything. Oh boy! Does that mean we're going to talk about it for a few days, Chris? I despise
It's
that
a
one.
girl. TMZ has it, you jerks.
That's right.
Maybe there's no need for Kylie to confirm anything because Britain's Sun tabloid says Caitlyn Jenner's rep told them Kylie revealed her pregnancy to her dad some time ago. So Ryan Seacrest, kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Kris Jenner, kiss my
Yeah.
ass. You're all conjurers. What a bunch of
And who
crap.
knows what's really happening after those dune buggies?
Exactly. And all those
And were you the
snails.
one that screwed up Oscar's dune buggy
Yes.
shuttle?
This man
By
is
the way,
having a bachelor party.
Confirmed, it was her.
It was her.
It
Wow.
was her.
Oh my
Yes.
God! You were close to I would say greatness,
Oh, no,
but
she
you were
knows.
close
She
to
can wait
slutness.
forever.
You know what? He's
I
going to get
got a face
he's gonna
tan.
get that hoof and mouth disease now.
It's not hoof, it's hand and mouth.
Whatever.
The hand, foot, and
Don't.
mouth.
How dare you? Hoof.
Hoof.
Yeah, hoof. It's my son.
That's not a farm animal, for God's sakes.
I
The
understand.
New England Patriots beat the Houston Texans on Sunday after Tom Brady got hot in the second quarter. The fans also were hot. Temperatures were in the 80s in New England, and so people were ordering bottled water like crazy. During the second quarter, Gillette Stadium ran out of bottled water, so vendors started giving out soda cups with tap water for the low price of $4.50 each.
What?
Bastards.
What?
Naturally, people did not like that. They complained on social media. One person even claimed he spent $45 on tap water. Yesterday, a Patriots spokesperson said, quote, "We apologize." Bob Kraft said, "We apologize that should not have happened. We're looking into it and ensure it doesn't happen again."
Hey, Bob, that shirt with the blue shirt and the white collar looks great.
You see the sweat? I'm sweating through it.
Yeah, it's tap sweat.
Ironically, Tom Brady warns people to not drink tap water in his new book. He says, quote, "Drink tap water only if you filter it first." Oh, lick it. The Patriots, once again. The Patriots just being patrioty.
Hey,
you know?
the
That's
Sun
way that goes.
tabloid in England just confirmed that Tom Brady's pregnant.
Yes, with a girl. According to a new study, we spend more time sitting on the toilet every week than exercising. Hi, I'm Mike O'Mara. The average person spends 3 hours and 9 minutes on the toilet every week. I would blow that average out of the water.
But
So to speak.
guys,
Yes.
I think you have an excuse if you're a parent, though, because I know more parents that hide in the restroom from their kids than anyone else.
I would say that I would grab that excuse and latch onto it, but it would be disingenuous. I must just tell you it's the process.
Yeah.
It's lengthy.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
And the first
27
one of the
minutes
day,
a day.
First
Yes,
one of the day, everyone's still asleep. I might as well be the last man in the world.
That's how they wake
By
up.
the way, everything that comes out sounds like Bob Kraft.
Here I am, Rob, floating you. Want some tap water?
Even if that sounds high, 27 minutes a day to you, it's not like this battle is close. We only spend about half that time exercising in a week, 90 minutes total, or an average of about 13 minutes a day. So that's why I'm
Anyone
got
that has seen
my
me,
Fitbit on somewhere here.
Mike, anyone who has seen me in the bathroom knows that sometimes it is exercise.
I think so. I think you burn calories.
Absolutely.
You actually do.
Your
Yeah.
son's waiting outside the door with a water like you just got massaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gives me a little slap on the butt. Way to go, Dad. Nice
Need a
marathon. Thank you, son. Whew, boy,
27 minutes
where are
of
my
cardio.
sweats? There's a group at Indiana University called the Caving Club. And a few weeks ago, they took, quote, a beginner's trip to a cave about 20 miles south of campus. A 19-year-old freshman named Lucas Cavar went on the trip. But if you spell the name, it's C-A-V-A-R, Caver.
Hey, Mr. Caver.
Well, Lucas got separated from the group, and they left without realizing he was still in the cave. Oh my God! When he got back to the cave's entrance, it was padlocked shut.
Oh, it's like a high security cave.
What the hell is this?
Mike, this is pretty high-tech spelunking is what this is. When they lock it.
A cave that's padlocked shut. That looks like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon or
Of
something.
course,
that,
Bruce.
He couldn't get a cell signal in the cave. It's Bruce Wayne's cave. He couldn't get a cell signal. He spent hours screaming for help. Then he shifted into survival mode, and that was a good decision because he was trapped in there for 3 days.
Oh my God!
Does no one love Caver?
He says he survived by licking water off of rocks, and he stayed sane by talking to himself and napping. Finally, his parents got worried when he never responded to their texts, and they filed a missing persons report.
But 3 days it took him to do that?
Well, if he's in college,
But
I go 5 days without talking to my kids in college.
Wow, it seems weird, though.
The
Doesn't
word got
Carrie
back
do
to the
that?
caving club, and they went back and rescued him.
Carrie
Lucas
won't
says
lick anything.
he feels lucky to be alive, and his cave exploring days are done. He's not going to.
Well, he's going to be okay, and that's what's good. And they shouldn't lock the cave. You know what? It should be like in a trunk of a car with
Don't
a yellow
lock the cave.
cord where you can unlock the
That glows
cave
in the
from the
dark.
inside. Yeah.
Cave's locked, sir. Moose out front should have told you. And now a little something. There's an 18-year-old guy in Bellevue, Florida. His name is Isael Lima. Over the weekend, he broke into his uncle's house, stole his police uniform and his police car.
Oh, no.
Then he took it out for a ride, picked up his buddies, pulled a car over, and even responded to a call to break up a fight outside of a convenience store. He did all of this to impress his girlfriend. He was busted when his uncle, who also lives in Bellevue, Florida, noticed that his house had been broken into. Isail was arrested on 8 different charges, including grand theft, armed burglary, and impersonating a law enforcement officer. And his girlfriend can now claim that she is dating the village idiot of Bellevue. Yay! There you go. Fantastic. We'll take a break, come back. We've got about 5 seconds for the audio bump, but we'll do that right here on the Mike O'Mara Show as you listen to the song stylings of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Hi, everybody. It's Mike O'Mara calling from my car along a speeding artery down here in Southwest Florida with a reminder that each and every Wednesday is Wide Open Wednesday. Rob, that's when we take your phone calls. Isn't that right?
Yeah, we answer the calls live on the air, Mike. Keep your eye on the road, please.
Our phone number is 888-920-6673. And Oscar Santana, can you tell me what the best thing about Wide Open Wednesday is, at least in your mind?
Yes, when you call the helpline, Mike, please identify yourself and what city you're calling from. That's the best part.
That's very technical advice, and I thought it wasn't a helpline. I thought it was the Wide Open Wednesday hotline.
Well, I just like to call it the helpline.
Why?
Because we try to help people.
All right, well, Wide Open Wednesday, you can tell we're real excited about it right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
You know what's the best part about that? He says the best part of the call is when you say where you're calling from.
Yes, I know.
That's the best part.
Speeding along. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Listen up, I have a question for you. Yeah, you. Yeah, hello. Whoa. Oh, hey, you. I'm speaking to you. Yeah, the one who still hasn't purchased the TMOS bonus show package. Is it because you crave something shiny and new? Well, we listened, and for our new fall season, we're proud to introduce Mike O'Mara Pumpkin Spice bonus packages. Yes, all the laughs and thrills of the original bonus show, plus the added kick of maple now.
Oh!
We added pumpkin spice maple. Pumpkin spice maple avocado bonus shows.
Oh, it's delicious.
The future of our show depends on it. Come on, don't suck, okay? Buy the bonus show. That's what we want to tell you. MikeO'MaraShow.com. Click the bonus banner. You'll get access to all our bonus content, and you'll be helping TMOS, so please quit sucking. And we thank you in advance. Get that bonus show. And now, without further ado, let's open it up. The audio vault for today, Tuesday as opposed to Wednesday or Thursday. That's big down here where I live in the Midwest. You going over there Friday? No, I'm thinking about Tuesday.
Sonny
or maybe
Jurgensen.
Wednesday.
Sonny Jurgensen pronunciation.
Middle of the week?
Yeah. Tuesday,
Bunch of
Wednesday.
jerks.
Anyway,
Get a
September
job.
26, 2017. Take it away, Rob.
You know, with the avocado in the bonus show now, it's full of the good fat.
Yes, the good fat of avocado on Wednesday.
Avocados from Mexico.
Anyone here still watch Jeopardy? I like to pop in on Jeopardy. And
yeah, I mean, if you want a go-to, I'll watch Jeopardy more than any other game show.
Jeopardy is great. And last night they had a very balanced panel, but there was, during one of the rounds, one category that was ignored to a point where at the end of the round, all the categories were left. The board was blank, and it was called NFL teams. So maybe the Jeopardy contestants don't know much about NFL teams. It felt a little awkward.
NFL teams 2. Defensive tackle Mean Joe Green. Played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yvonne.
NFL team 6.
This is the
Running
best
back Marcus Allen. Anupama.
What is Colorado Rockies?
No, sorry. Dennis or Yvonne?
Not
Who
sports
are
games.
the Los Angeles Raiders?
A visible sigh of relief when that round was over. Everyone goes,
Is it the Colorado Rockies?
No, I'm sorry. He's running back for the Baltimore Orioles.
Emerson Boozer, is that the Winnipeg Jets?
There is something special, though, about the idea that there are other venues where no one knows anything about sports.
Yeah,
Yes, it makes you feel good, doesn't it?
It doing
Yeah,
good.
okay.
Okay, why ain't didn't play quarterback for the Cleveland Cavaliers? I don't understand this.
Rapper B.O.B. I think you could call him Bob safely, but his name is
Hi, Bob.
B.O.B. He has
Hey,
started a GoFundMe campaign because he
you, Bob.
believes that the... how about you, Bomber Bob?
Bomber Bob
Do you remember his last name?
Dornan.
That's right.
Bomber Bob Dornan from California, the great state of California. Bomber Bob, how about you, Bob?
Rapper B.O.B. thinks that the world is flat. So he has
Oh,
started,
good.
he has started a GoFundMe because he wants proof.
What's up, y'all? It's Flat Earth Bob here.
It's Flat Earth Bob, Mike.
Flat Earth Bob.
What's up, y'all? It's Flat Earth Bob here. I'm starting this GoFundMe because I would like to send one, if not multiple, satellites as far into space as I can, or into orbit as I can, to find the curve. I'm looking for the curve.
He's looking for the curve. Bomber Bob.
Stoner GoFundMe.
Well, Mike, all of your prayers have been answered because Kevin James is back on television with season 2 of Kevin Can Wait. And it premiered last night. And remember, over the summer, they killed off the wife character so they could bring in Leah Remini. And this was the reference last night where they pay off the fact that the wife is dead, has been dead a year, and there's a bad joke.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, not again.
What is it?
It's from your mom's gym. It's a postcard. I haven't seen you. We miss you. You know what? So do I.
Okay, you know what? Give me that. I will call them right now. It's been over a year since she died. They shouldn't still be sending this.
That's right? Thank you. Oh, but don't throw that out. On the bottom, there's a coupon for a kung fu lesson. I want to go there.
Isn't it great that through the years, he can still bring great comedy into our bedroom and our living room?
So creepy.
Sitcoms are so, yeah,
Right?
the whole thing is creepy. It's just weird. It's weird, and Leah Remini coming back after she's got that war going with Scientology.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just a strange world out there in Los Angeles, and she's never responded to us.
No. Oh, God.
And we'd love to have her
You
back
guys
on the
worked
show.
together.
You did.
Yeah, well,
Absolutely.
It didn't really end well, so maybe that's why she
I don't
hasn't
know.
gotten
It's
back
just,
to it.
it's so great.
She's
If
not
I can
funny,
book Bill
Mike.
O'Reilly. If we can get Bill O'Reilly on the show, we can get Leah Remini.
Of
Come on.
course.
Yeah. We continue to
What did
ask.
they say? What are her people say?
Originally, it was she wasn't doing any press, and she
Right.
was on hiatus, and the most recent one is no interest at this time. I believe I have to go back and check
That's
the email.
FU.
Yeah, it is.
That's the FU.
Oh, the
And then
best
Rob-
FU is, and I won't mention the name, Alton Brown, who says, "Please stop requesting."
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, he's a dick, Rob.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, dick.
Yeah. I mean, I think we should kill him off mid-season and then write a joke about Kung Fu. Kevin Can Wait. Oh, there you go. Watch it on CBS. And you know he's still got that magical Monday night time slot. God bless you, Kevin
Yes,
James.
God love him.
If you want a threesome, Mike, go to New York City.
New research shows that New York City is the most popular city in America to have a threesome. When asked why, respondents said, "We can only afford a one-bedroom."
Here's your magic audio ball. Have a great Tuesday,
I'm going to play this
everybody.
one again because I like
Okay,
it so
good one.
much. That's it, people. Thanks for joining us for another episode of TMOS. Don't forget to update our brand new app today and unlock the live 24/7 TMOS stream. Our messages for our weekly Tuesday mailbag can be sent to Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Don't forget the mailing address, TMOS, Box 32, 101, Washington, D.C., 20007. Thanks for listening. Join us again for the best part of your day, the Mike O'Mara Show. Bye-bye.
Arizona Diamondback. Ciao, ciao.
I got a feeling
You did it.
that tonight's gonna
One last thing. Please remember that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is the best way to shop for anything and everything. So, shop Amazon and get there through our website. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Now, go in peace.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hey, Pony, jump up and down. Here we go.